U.S. woman jailed for 8 years in elaborate North Korean identity theft scheme. Imagine your identity being stolen, not for a simple credit card scam, but to fund a hostile nation's nuclear weapons program. This isn't a spy movie plot. It's exactly what one American woman helped orchestrate from her own home. An American woman, Christina Chapman, is now facing over 8 years behind bars for her central role in a sophisticated operation that funneled millions of dollars to North Korea. The elaborate plot involves stealing the personal information of dozens of U.S. citizens and using it to secure high-paying remote jobs for North Korean IT workers at hundreds of American companies. Chapman, 50, confessed to her part in the conspiracy, which saw the identities of 68 unsuspecting Americans hijacked. These stolen identities served as a cover, allowing foreign workers to pose as legitimate U.S. residents and gain employment at over 300 different firms. Investigators have described the scheme as staggering, revealing that it successfully generated an astonishing $17 million, with the funds being routed directly back to North Korea. So how did this audacious plan actually work? Chapman operated what officials have called laptop farms from her residences in Arizona and Minnesota. Essentially, she created a physical proxy network. When a company hired one of the fake U.S. personas, it would ship a work laptop to Chapman's address. She would then power up the device and connect it to her internet, making it appear to the company's IT department that the employee was logged in in the United States. From there, she would help the actual workers, located in other countries, gain remote access to the machines and even assisted in processing their paychecks. Photographs of her Arizona operation, released by officials, show shelves lined with laptops, each meticulously labeled with notes detailing the company and the stolen identity associated with it. The farm in Arizona was so busy, in fact, that Chapman had to hire 2 assistants to help manage the sheer volume of devices. But here's where the story gets controversial. According to prosecutors, Chapman claimed she was completely unaware that her collaborators were North Korean. She insisted her work was legitimate and that she never specifically intended to generate revenue for the North Korean government. However, the evidence presented a different picture. Over just an 8-month period, she dispatched 35 separate packages to Dandong, a Chinese city situated directly on the border with North Korea, a well-known transit point. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro expressed her firm belief that Chapman was fully aware she was aiding a U.S. adversary. In addition to China, company laptops were also shipped to locations in Pakistan, the UAE, and Nigeria. For her role in the conspiracy, which ran from October 2020 until 2023, Chapman was paid $176,850. As part of her 102-month prison sentence, she has been ordered to forfeit that money, along with an additional $284,000 in profits that were pending payment to the North Korean workers. This wasn't a scheme that targeted small, vulnerable businesses. The list of 309 duped companies included global giants and several Fortune 500 corporations, such as Nike. Pirro issued